So over the next few videos, I want to talk about an influence that is very significant for my work, for me personally as well, not simply professionally. I don't remember when I was first exposed to the 7 Habits by Covey, but I don't think I fully understood at that time how really important they really were. And I did eventually. And so what I want to do in these next series of videos is I want to break down kind of the key parts there. The original book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Another great book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, written by Covey's son. Another book by Covey's son, The 7 Habits of Happy Kids, which I also think very highly of. And then The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Families, which to me was a little bit of a repackaging that didn't end up being quite as good or quite as necessary. But these 3 versions, the original and then those 2 versions for those target audiences, I really recommend not simply listening to me talk about them, but to access them yourselves. Maybe after you've listened to my introduction to the different parts, but I think they're really, really well worth it. The third of the private victory habits is first things first. So that is really about the way that we use our energies, our time, our effort, okay? Whatever it is that we can think of as a resource, how are you spending that resource? If you are saying that something matters to you, if you say that you want to make it a priority that you have more time with your family, then you need to invest in that practically. You don't say then, okay, my family is important, but I'm going to go and hang out with my friends repeatedly. First things first, especially if this is kind of a crisis situation. You're doing remediation here. Then you say, no, this is my goal. It's a high priority. I have the opportunity of doing these 3 different things. The one that I choose is going to be the one that is most important to me at this point, in this context, and that is I choose to be with my family. So first things first really comes down to the use of our resources. And again, our resources are money, they are time, they are energy. They can be measured in all kinds of different ways. But whenever we expend in some way, we are taking away, we are decreasing the fuel we have available for something else. If you are a person who has unlimited fuel, which you might have, you might be blessed that way in terms of your money, you might be that way maybe also in terms of your energy. But time is finite. We don't have the ability to create more time. We can be more intelligent in our use of time, but we can't create more for ourselves. So we can take a look and say, where is it that I most want to see change or growth, or what's most important in my life? And that's what I'm going to concentrate on. Again, this is the private victory. You put those 3 habits together and you've got a great handle on being able to take responsibility for and to see great change, positive change in your own life.